We're in today with the legendary HD 7990. This is a 2013 video card with 2048 shaders. It's got 3 GB of VRAM, GDDR5, running with 1000 MHz on the core clock, 1500 MHz on the memory clock, 384 bits bus width, and today we're gonna pair it up with this i7-6950X with 10 cores and 20 threads. I have 2 of them in Crossfire and hopefully it's gonna hold. The only problem I have with this is that I have to use this power supply and this computer in order to keep them on the safe side. It's they are very demanding on the power supply and I want them to be safe. The best thing I can do for this Quad CrossFire is just jump in a couple of games and see how they are holding. Let's go. I'm actually curious how 2 video cards like this sounds when they are put to the maximum fan speed. This is interesting. Oh yeah. Oh. They're loud as hell. I can hear them here in the microphone too. Oh, very interesting. I mean, not that bad, you know. I think I'm gonna keep it like this because this type of video card is kind of bad. And I have to put a fan in between them so you can push air in between them because, yeah, Quad CrossFire is not very well known to survive. Plus, I have 2-3 of them that are dead because of this, you know, temperature. Even if you change the thermal paste, it doesn't matter. Very, very hard to maintain video cards like this, seriously. All right, let's jump into Battlefield and see how it's holding with this combination. I got ultra details with maximum quality here. Hopefully it's gonna hold okay. Oh, definitely it's working okay. Oh. All right, got the quality, got the performance. Let's see what we got here. 1.8 GB of VRAM allocated. I got maximum FPS here, but it's not stressing. I think the combination requires higher resolution, but I didn't put the cable in the situation. It's so maximum 1080p for this. It's very interesting to see this. I think on 1440p or even 4K can actually do the job. So it does allow me in the future to test this video card with more resolution. It's gonna be very interesting. I'm gonna put a higher resolution next time. I'm gonna put a different type of capture card for this. Very, very good performance from this. All right, so 1.3 GB of VRAM utilized. Temperature-wise, I'm good because it's not utilized as maximum. I'm afraid about this. I mean, the resolution is not the best, but it does the job in this case. Hopefully it doesn't have any more flares. Apparently had more flares. But it's fantastic. Seriously, fantastic experience in this situation with this Quad CrossFire. The AMD is doing the job. I got 8.1 GB of system RAM utilized here and 17 GB, nearly 18 GB of virtual memory. Holy smoke! Now it's interesting when it comes to virtual memory. Why do I have so much virtual memory? Yes! That was my dream, to do a kill here with the torch. That's the most satisfying kill ever. So good performance. I wanna max it out. I wanna push this combination at the maximum performance it's got, but at the same time, do I want to? You know, because I did the first test here with this combination and I had problems with the last video card. It was raising to 93 degrees and I was scared. I have to check the thermal paste and if I'm right, it's going to be much better. So the last video card is gonna be in a better condition. In this situation, I want this at higher resolution, and I have a problem because every single time I come with Windows 10, they pop up overlays windows and it's crashing. Now, sometimes it's crashing, sometimes it's not crashing, sometimes it's just how should I say, hanging and freezing, and it's bad for the whole combination. So Crossfire is working really nice, but it needs to be in full screen. If it's not in full screen, then you're gonna have problems with this. Battlefield 4 in this situation on 1080p with this combo, it's kind of great to actually see 600-700 watts consumption from 2 video cards like that. It's insane, you know. So I'm seeing maximum FPS. Let's do one more time a reset. I got like 50% only utilization on this occasion. but it does show me that it's possible to actually play the game. Very interesting performance from this. All right, let's see what we got here. Ideal will be to have as many FPS as possible and then adjust it in such a way that you need the most from the video card. So for instance, if I have 200 FPS but the monitor can do only 100 Hz, it's not needed. Seriously, it's not needed to push this amount of FPS. Ideal will be to make a little efficiency from this. Nice performance, everything is good here. Love the idea this video card is offering here. I mean, both of the video cards. I got 100% fan speed here, and I'm passing over 700 watts. I even have everything set up in such a way so I can make an ambient temperature here. It's very important to have good temperature with this because the whole combination is based on the temperature. If you don't have good temps, you're done. The performance in this case is kind of good. It's on point. There is no discussion. This is an awesome performance from this combination. On the system side, I got like 9.8 gig of system RAM utilized, 20 gig of virtual memory. It shows you that whenever you have combinations like this, the computer is going to utilize a lot of virtual memory. I think the only way I can succeed on getting efficiency from this is by limiting the FPS based on the frequency I have on the monitor. So if I don't exceed, let's say 144, it should be more than that, because it shows me that the video card and the combination is doing the job. But yeah, the only thing I need is what I need in this case based on the heat it's making. So yeah, I like it. Crossfire apparently is good in this Battlefield. I love it. Like Battlefield 3, they're all doing the same thing, but in some situation you can see it's holding pretty well. But I'm actually surprised how much system RAM and virtual memory is taking from this. Definitely we're in the right direction with this one, because if I don't have 200 FPS and I limit the FPS like in this Call of Duty, I got like 91 FPS. Let me reset this and see how it's performing here with 90 FPS. Maximum quality 1080p. Can actually see it's doing great. Look at them, how nice he snaps on the target. This is good, you know, this is good at performance from this computer. So comparing it to Battlefield 3, this combination, because this is a different type of result that this Call of Duty is giving me here. Look at that. Nice. In this case, it doesn't use too much virtual memory and system RAM. I got like 7.3 gig of system RAM utilized here and 12 gig of virtual memory. This is a good combination from this video card, because it doesn't utilize the GPUs at the max. Look at this. It's got 900 megabytes of VRAM allocated and 700 process. In Battlefield 3 and 4, I had a lot of VRAM, especially in Battlefield 4. I got like nearly 2.6 allocated in the game, and it was very hard on the combo. Damn, doesn't even aim. Oh, I love the performance this video card is offering here. It's good to see this Crossfire not being stressed at maximum. You can actually sometimes see that the cursor drop down from the utilization, because it doesn't need too much in order to give that FPS. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at it. Not even aiming. Yeah, automatic. Very interesting test to put on this quad combination. Quad Crossfire in GTA 5 on 1080p with everything turned on. I put everything on, seriously. DirectX 11, maximum quality. I didn't put the render scale at maximum, but you can clearly see the quality is spot on with this. I think you can put like 2.5 or something, and then you can load up the whole thing here. I like this idea that is offering here, this combination. The quality is good on 1080p, considering it's 2013. I will say it's appropriate, but the combination can do a little more, because I only got like 44, nearly to 50% load in this occasion. I got 100 FPS on average sometimes. Now it's 70 FPS on average. But what is the problem here? Maybe the CPU is the problem here. I got 27 gig of virtual memory, so it's buffering in that hard drive like crazy. Seriously, 11 gig of system RAM utilized, 30% load on this occasion with this. I was expecting more VRAM utilization, but no, 2.7 allocated and 2.2 process. So the video card itself is good. I got like 40% load on the cores with 58 degrees, because I'm happy that it's not utilizing running the core at maximum because it's gonna overheat the GPUs. But in this situation, I call it a win, and I'm going to keep it like this because I got a standing chance on actually utilizing them. I put everything maximum. Population density, maximum quality, variety, everything is turned on aside from MSA because that's the only thing that is butchering the experience. I got 607 watts consumption from the wall. This is interesting. Let's do a reset because sometimes it's hanging. I don't know why. Maybe because of the overlay here with the AMD graphics and application. Sometimes when it tries to pop up something, try to show me something, it's lagging, it's freezing. I love this idea, this combo it's offering here. I think this is the best thing I can do for this. On the CPU side, do I get more system RAM utilization? Yeah, apparently 12 gig of system RAM with 27.5 gig of virtual memory. Dude, that virtual memory is getting higher and higher every single time. I love this idea to see this, you know, when I'm playing with an XP machine or Windows 7, the virtual memory is way lower, but in this case with Windows 10, it's always high. Doesn't make any sense, but if it's helping the computer, I don't care. You know why? Because it gives me the FPS that I want in the situation. So I'll take this Quad CrossFire apparently in GTA 5 single player is doing the job, and I like it. Now if you're jumping online with this combination, you're gonna see that the GPUs are not being utilized at maximum. I barely got any utilization on the video card. I mean, it's showing me the Crossfire combination. I got 580 watts consumption. Based on the wattage, it shows me that the CPU's got some problems here with this. I got like barely 40% load on the video card score. Quality is spot on, there is no discussion. The utilization is equal to the GPUs. I mean, it's equal. I mean, the Crossfire it's enabled in this case, doing the job. I got nearly 30 gig of virtual memory in this occasion from the computer. Nearly, look at that. Nearly 29 gig of virtual memory with 13.4 gig of system RAM utilized. 40% load on the CPU side. Very surprised that the CPU is actually showing me that it's being loaded now. But based on this, you can see that I got some nice, interesting performance from this combination. This is a good thing from this. I love it. I love this idea this Crossfire is offering here. All right, in the casino, apparently, I got 74 FPS. Not a lot of VRAM utilization, 40-50% load. Yeah, it's okay with the GPU load on this occasion. It's got a lot of headroom in this case. It's a good combination, still 600 watts consumption, so I'll take this as a big win because it shows me that I have a lot of games that I can play online with this Quad CrossFire. Do I want to play? Yeah, no, I don't want to play with 700 watts consumption from this, but yeah. RP, I'll take it. It's good to see this Crossfire running with some online games. That's the only thing that matters. It shows me that there is still a couple of games that actually works with a combination like this. Quad CrossFire is kind of unique, you know, in its own point, and to have them running is just pure awesomeness, you know, based on the rarity of the video cards and the fact that you are, well, barely managed to put them together and actually work in a couple of games. This is a very interesting setup, and I have to give credit because it's running an online game. That's the only thing that matters. In this case, with the temperature, with the VRAM utilization, power consumption, everything. In order to say that is working, you have to take a lot of how shall I say, a lot of barriers from this, because it's not easy to make this combination run properly. Very interesting performance in Battlefield with 1080p. Look at this. The only problem I have with this combination is that yeah, I only got one video card running in Crossfire. The second one, maybe you can do some profiles in order to stabilize this combination, but like this is the only way. Not saying no to this because it's running in Crossfire, but this is not the best and the maximum performance I can get from this. I got 100 FPS with maximum quality on 1080p, but I want more. I mean more because I got two 7990s here, and apparently it's not bad. Seriously, One is maxed out and the other one is idling. Makes no sense, seriously. 2.9 gig of VRAM allocated and 2.1 processed in this case. I got only, I got 70 degrees on the video card. It's actually with maximum fan speed. Apparently it's barely holding on the temperature side. Quality is good, but the Crossfire is not at maximum and this is not okay. Wish I had more. I think that if the second video card would have been on, it would have been totally different in this case. Alright, Battlefield, you managed to show me that Crossfire apparently it's possible with this. Not bad, not bad. I think there is a standing chance I'll actually play the game with one video card. 73 degrees, that's the only thing that matters in this case. I want to see the good temperature in this case to stay there and not brutalize my video card. Very stable even with one video card on the FPS. I got nice performance overall, but got some very interesting minimals and 1%. Do a reset, maybe it's gonna be totally different. Maybe because of this, how should I say, maybe I did something wrong and it didn't like it. But if we're jumping in S.T.A.L.K.E.R with this combination, you can actually see on 1080p with maximum details, everything is fantastic. Look at this, 800 and nearly 50 watts consumption. This is insane, seriously. This is an insane performance from this. All right, so let's take a look and see how it's running to the city. 80 FPS. Oh, that's it. It's 100 watts drop whenever I look to the city with from 80 FPS to 170 FPS. Just 100 watts cut off. All right, I have to look at this. I want to see how it's performing because this is a good temperature, this is a good performance. So in some cases it's running really nice based on the load on the video card. In this situation I need nice ambient temperature, a nice load, not at maximum, and I can keep the video card cool. I mean, it's 100% fan speed and I don't have the right performance here. Look at that, whenever I'm passing 100 FPS, 300 FPS, look at it, look at the wattage. So 300 FPS, let's do a reset here. 790. Yeah, definitely loading up the whole thing. It's so cool to see this. I love this idea, this Quad CrossFire is offering here. So this is a 2008 game. Now, only a couple of years older, you know, than the video card itself, but you can actually see if there is a there is a chance here so you can play this game properly. If you are interested on playing it with the Quad CrossFire, I like the game, I like this attitude, this Crossfire is offering here, and I think this is a big W for it. On the CPU side, I have no problems. 8 gig of system RAM. I got, for some reason, I got 16 gig of virtual memory. It's insane. But nevertheless, I got here nice performance from the video card. Whenever I have 150 FPS here, look at this. I got, whoa, look at that, 854. 55, that's it. 855 wattage consumption from this. This is insane, seriously. But the temperature is going up. I'm reaching nearly 90% load, heating up the GPUs, and I don't want that. So overall performance, quality wise, everything is good. It's scaling perfectly. So definitely an interesting setup that I need to play with maybe an older operating system. But there I only got 1 kilowatts power supply, so if I'm reaching with 800 watts like this, then it's gonna pop. Seriously, I don't want that. Seriously, this is the reason I came into this computer, because I got 2000 watts power supply. You know, so if I reach 1 kilowatt here consumption from 2 video cards, I'm like half of the power supply power. So yes, this is good. There is no discussion. This is an awesome game that you need to put on this combination. I mean, this S.T.A.L.K.E.R, I mean, no, the whole S.T.A.L.K.E.R series, the old generation of S.T.A.L.K.E.Rs are good with Crossfire and SLI. So in this situation, I got 1080p, DirectX 11 enhanced full dynamic light. It's like maximum here, maximum quality. Everything is turned on, and the game looks insane. Playing this game with all video cards, and in this situation you can see that yeah, it's on maximum quality. Let's take a look and see how much we got. 700 watts consumption. This is good. 200 FPS. Maybe it's the zone that is creating this amount of FPS. Usually, if I had in clear sky here 70, 80 FPS in a city, I'm guessing the same will happen to this game. In this case, I got nice FPS. Probably if I go in a close environment with a lot of NPCs, it's gonna be less. FPS, but overall performance until now it's kind of good. I like this performance this Crossfire is offering here. Only 1.4 gig of VRAM allocated in one process. On the CPU side I got 10% now, 12% load on the CPU, 9 gig of system RAM utilized, and 17 gig of system RAM. A little more than the previous, but I have less wattage, 590. This is good temperature. Well, the GPUs, look at this, 19, 40%, not a lot of utilization, only 30% load in this case. This is an awesome performance from this, not a lot of stress on this video card, so it's kind of good. It's kind of good to see this video card running with so many FPS in the situation. If we're jumping in Grand Theft Stutter with this combination, you're gonna see it's working really nice. There is no stutter. Just joking, seriously, you actually thought Grand Theft Stutter can offer you nice gameplay without any... ow. 40 FPS. Oh my god, he's butchering the whole combination here. Look at that. The only problem I have with this is that it's using only one video card here, but the moment I move around super fast, you can actually see one video card is actually enabling the whole thing. It's like physics on the second video card. It's stuttery everywhere. It's bad. The quality is spot on with this. It's maximum details with 1080p. Everything is turned on, but the stutter, it's like unbearable. Seriously, I got 1.5 gig of VRAM allocated. Actually, see, if I stay still, it looks fantastic. If I move the mouse just a little slow, it looks good. Looks really nice. Look at this. Look at how nice it stays on the curb with this Crossfire. You see the curb and the wheel. I like it. This is benchmarking the curb with the wheel. I want to see if it drops. Yeah, it dropped. Perfect drop on the curb. Seriously, this is physics. This is true physics here with this my car and this video card. This is why I build this combination, in order to see the curb physics. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. True curb physics. Look. Majestic. So I love this idea this game is offering here, but apparently with Crossfire I have a lot of problems. You can look at the spikes. Not okay, seriously. Minimal and 1%, it's everywhere. 41 on minimal, this is good, but it feels very stuttery, and I think this is the only problem I have. If I had constant 60 FPS, I wouldn't say nothing wrong about it. You know, 90% load on the first video card, and that's it. It doesn't have more performance from the second GPU. Stays on 0, 40 degrees, 300 megahertz and 1.1 volts. I mean, disable the whole thing, and I put ultra low power states disabled in order to utilize the video card at maximum. So that I don't see any power limit and core limit, even though in the second video card it's got a low core because it's not being utilized. Should have been 1000 megahertz. So yeah, I like that the game is starting with the Crossfire, but it's not utilized at maximum, and I got a lot of stutter. You know what? I need to show you another stutter game. This is an awesome game. The only problem I have with this is that it's very, very stuttery. Come on, you blocker. Come on. Yeah, ooh, 700 ms. I got 1.5 gig of VRAM allocated and 1.1 processed. The game is starting with Crossfire. I'm very, very disappointed that it doesn't work better, because it would have been an awesome experience. Look at it. You check my head. Listen, everybody in front of this hammer is a nail. Come on, you wanna see? You nail? You a nail? I'm gonna nail you. Come on, take me. Yep, you're a nail. 29 FPS on average, 0 on minimal, and 1% one. The only thing I hate about this is that I cannot get the right performance from this. Seeing that Crossfire logo, it just, oh yes, this is it. I can play the game with this. I entered the game, I put everything on maximum details. You don't want to say, maximum details, 79, 90, you know, on Quad CrossFire, and I'm gonna get the right performance. You can actually see the stutter, and look at this, the flicker. Oh man, considering I have a Crossfire with a cable, this is not very ideal, you know. I'm guessing that is the problem in the situation. But the system doesn't have any problems. I got 20% load on the CPU with 9.5 gig of system RAM and 22 gig of virtual memory. I don't understand virtual memory in this computer, why it's so high. Every single time virtual memory is like, damn bro. I don't like it, but I approve the idea that it's on Crossfire. That means SLI and maybe other video cards in Crossfire can actually work better. Maybe it doesn't like the cable. Who knows? Maybe the cable is bad. Who knows? No, I'm guessing the driver and the operating system is the problem. Look at this. What's this? Look at it. It's a Crossfire. No, this is not. Ooh, oh, I know Crossfire doesn't work in this occasion, but I'm gonna go in this path with video card that I have dual BGA cores and try to figure out how to utilize lossless scaling in order to get more FPS. So I'm a very big noob on this department, but because I have this type of video cards in my PC, I will say, you know what, let me start the program and see how it's working. So I don't even know what I have here. I got 1080p borderless. I'm gonna take the whole thing as a preset, you know, as a low preset and jump in the game. Okay, so at base I got with low as a preset without any frame generation. I got 30 FPS. I'm gonna experiment with that software because I want to see how it's running per general. I'm not good with it, so I want to learn. So it said, okay, you have a dual BGA video card. So I don't know nothing about this. The only thing I know is I got a couple of settings here. LSFG1, all right, type, scaling, FSR, needs, okay, so I have to test a lot of things, but today I'm gonna test the 1, 2, and that's it. This and scale for, okay, going in the game. Okay, what do we got? 30 to 60 FPS. Okay, so it says 30 there in the corner, 27 and 54. Wow, my God, the delay. What are you doing with my screen, bitch? Dude. It's slower. Dude, I moved the mouse and it moved like this. 25 FPS and it says I'm 55. Oh no. I think this is good when you have 60 FPS and you can make it 100 FPS. Seriously. But now with 25 FPS is not okay. 30 FPS. Whoa. Frame generation. Just for science, I'm gonna activate it. Can you fix our problem here? Oh, I got maybe I got like same thing from that lossless scaling or something. Well, I got like 60 FPS here, like with the one single core. So 79, 70, 79, 50. I think it's a 79, 50 or something, with 59 FPS on average. Did a reset, 2.6 gig of VRAM. Now let's press this button one more time. That when I have 60 FPS. Right now I got 50 FPS. Give me more. Oh, 46 FPS. See, it doesn't do now. When I have frame generation, it's like the game is got, you cannot frame generate. I thought I was cheating. Oh man, the delay. You is got like input lag, like infinite here. Seriously, how much input lag you have? Yes, definitely in the right direction. Maybe I need to find games that are not this demanding like this. Maybe I have to put games that are actually working with Crossfire. But if we're jumping in a game that actually works with Crossfire, like does it run Crysis with this? You know, I mean, Crossfire is working with Crysis, so there's no problem on utilizing this combination here. But it's got a lot of stutter. There's not a lot of VRAM utilization here. It offers you the FPS, but sometimes kind of volatile. Sometimes it's 30% loaded on the core. Sometimes it's 70% loaded. Sometimes, look at that, 77 on minimal and 63 on 1%. Or maybe just waited to load up that VRAM. Seriously, I think that's it. Let's click that thingy there. Maybe it doesn't like Crossfire. She's 0. What's that? Oh, it disabled Crossfire. I clicked that button and apparently on full screen doesn't work. That's not okay with this combination on full screen. Alright, so in all games I have to practice more. It's gonna be very interesting to actually see it. But yeah, interesting program to test with GPUs that have dual core. Maybe some of them are working really good. Maybe I have to put a better video card in order to get better results. Who knows? From perspective of time, I waited for a very long time to actually have 2 video cards like this in Quad CrossFire. I waited for a very long time. Happy that I managed to put my hands on something like this, and yeah, it's kind of weird now that I seen them. That is performing very weird. Weird, because every time the application that is AMD control panel that has something, press Alt Control R, press this to see this or stuff like that, that pops up, it freezes the whole Crossfire, and it's pissing me off, and I have to turn it off. I have to learn it, like the whole setup itself from the Crossfire. It's a pain in the butt with Windows 10 and this new drivers. I mean 2261 Adrenaline. Very interesting to put this driver with this. I tried to put older one, I had problems. I think I have to go in an older operating system in order to get those older drivers. And I'm gonna put this video card in an old machine, and I'm gonna see older games how it's performing with this. Of course, limit the FPS. I don't need excessive FPS, only when it's momentarily good to see how much is performing, but the majority of the raw power that I wanted to see from this video card, I managed to see it here, and it's performing really nice. It's a great combination. It's doing a fantastic job, you know, for the old titles, and that's it. You know, newer games, they are not very compatible. I tried to play some Batman, some Arkham City, all kinds of Batman series, and they all had problems because those games were meant for NVIDIA physics, you know. And yeah, it says that it's some of majority. It says that Crossfire it's on, but the stutter was like between 20 and 60 all the time, worse than Grand Theft stutter. You managed to see today that there are games that if you put them with this combination, it's gonna run flawlessly, and it's going to use the raw power this video card has got, and it's gonna deliver some nice FPS, quality, resolution, everything is gonna be fantastic with it. I recommend it. I like it because it's a very collectible video card. They become very rare, and you can put your hands on it. Just keep it on the shelf for them. Even though from that point of view, I don't recommend a working one. Just for the looks, get a broken one. For a working one, you have to maintain it. You have to power it on. It's time to time. You have to use it because the solder itself, it gets bad. I don't know why. Even if you don't use it and you put new thermal paste, the moisture from that thermal paste is corrode on the core. It's so stupid. I don't know. Seriously. From that point of view, on just keeping it on the shelf, it's not worth it. Maybe if you put it in a bag and seal it without air, it's gonna hold you. Apparently that's a new thing nowadays. I like that idea that you can seal them up and you can use the video card whenever you want, and you can seal it back. I think that's the only way you can do it. Regardless, from the collection point of view, I will say this is worth it. From utilizing it, no, because this is a rare video card now. So that's the only way I can justify a video card like this for collection. If you want it, get it because it's worth it. In the future, I want to make a video with old operating system, and if you have any suggestion in that department, you want to see something specific, leave a comment, smash that like button, and as usual, I will see you very soon.